Hey, welcome to the craft room. I'm really glad you're here. Today we're going to be working on a scrap busting pattern. My buckets of scraps up here are overflowing. So I was actually looking for a good jelly roll pattern, but while I was on Quilty Love's website, this is their pattern, I also found these scrappy hearts. And I thought this would be perfect to get rid of all of my little bits. So I've kind of gone through my stash of these pinks and I have cut a ton of squares. So I love this because it's just put it wherever and it's going to be cute. The scrappier the better, and I just think this is going to make the cutest heart. So I ideally would like to make a heart for every one of my buckets, and I have 7 buckets. This has 11 hearts, so I'm not quite sure if we're just going to keep adding hearts to maybe do like 14 hearts, 2 of each color. But we're going to wing this. That is my style. We're going to wing it. But we're going to work on pink right now. So in the pattern, we're deviating just a little, of course. It has 4-inch squares and 3.5-inch squares. I know from my scraps that I would not be able to get that big of squares. I don't keep scraps that big. I usually use them for the most part. So I did 3.5-inch squares and 3-inch squares. So I just bumped the size down a 1/2 inch and I was able to accommodate that much easier. I do have like random chunks of really big pieces that I could have got the real size from, but I don't have a lot to give it enough variety. Does that make sense? And I really wanted a scrappy, huge mix. So I adjusted to the size of scraps that I knew I could accommodate. So there's that. I'm going to use this cute little floral as a background. And I actually have this whole bucket of these kind of bright whites with subtle little patterns on them. And so I think as we make our scrappy hearts, the backgrounds are going to change as well. So I've got cute little lemons. Probably won't use those. The black is pretty bold. But we got a nice pastel floral, cute color dots, stars, just little triangles. So I think we're going to use these colorful backgrounds and it's going to be so good. This whole thing will be so scrappy and I'm so excited for it. Okay, let's jump into this. This is going to be more time consuming just sewing all these squares together. But this is going to turn out so cute and it's going to be worth it. Really like beginner friendly. So I like that a lot. We're going to make some half square triangles. I'm actually just going to count how many I need just so we can do them all in a batch, right? You know me, I like batches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 half square triangles. And then we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the whole background. So let's do BG 6, half square 10, and then the rest will be solid pinks. Okay, so we'll grab a couple of our big squares so we can do some half square triangles. And so this again is going to be, we're going to put right sides together of the color and the background, draw a diagonal, so a 1/4 inch on either side, and then cut and we get 2 in 1. I like that a lot. So it's really nice. Like I said, there is no rhyme or reason. You just get to pick pretty things and put them together. So that means we'll need 5 if we're making 2 at once, right? And we need 10 total. So we'll be doing 5 different fabrics. Oh no, I have to like consolidate. Oh, I don't want to. I want them all. I know I want that one. I like that one for sure, that one for sure. Oh, see, I'm already at 5. Ugh. I've given myself too many options. They're all too cute. Definitely cut enough 3.5-inch squares. Okay, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backgrounds. Come on, fingers, you can do it. And okay, let me draw some diagonals on mine. There is nothing stopping me from doing more half square triangles than I need and putting them in there wherever I feel like. So you know what? We're doing more. That way, even in our half square triangles, we can have the scrappy and not the same fabrics repeated. So I think if the goal is to do 2 hearts of each color, then I will definitely have enough for next time. So I could do 10 different fabrics and have a good variety, and then have that same variety on my next pink heart. So I think that's going to be our game plan. Okay, I like that one. Okay. Oh wait, there's cute little bees. I love my cute little bees. Okay, changed my mind. Okay, 10. Sweet. And we'll just grab some more of that. All right, right sides together. There we go. And let's start our first seam. Okay, there are all of those squares. It goes much quicker the second time you run them through. I love that they're already stacked together. Okay, so let's trim all of those down the middle, and then we'll go iron those open. Okay, there we go. There's all of those half square triangles. So cute. I love that floral on the other side. That's going to be so fun. Okay, I'm going to go iron all of these open, and then we'll start putting out all of our squares to see how this looks. Okay, so many half square triangles later. Okay, those are all done. So we will need to trim these, but I'm just going to do a dry fit so that we can kind of see how this looks, because I'm just already excited for it. Let's see. We'll start in the middle and work our way out. That's easier for me to see. So many cute options in here. Excited to get all these down. That one. And then half square triangles on the corners. Okay. Okay, oh gosh, these are going to be ginormo. Even though I did a smaller square, these are going to be pretty big. Okay. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows down. Yeah. Okay, then the next 2 rows are solid squares. That'll be easy. I like that. Raspberry. Oh, cute hearts. Let's see. Do some of that. That gingham there. Oh, my cute little bees. I've had those bees for a very long time, several years, and I feel like they are just the fabric that keeps on giving. I have never run out of it. So I'll be sad the day I actually do. there's a cute flower there. Next row, let's do this one, if I can get it apart. That's a pretty, we'll stick that one there. Cute. So I'm just going by what I think it needs. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm sure you can tell, but just seeing what fits and what I like. It's a little too close, huh? There, we'll stick that there, maybe that one there. Maybe not. Got lots of these like peachy pinks, huh? I feel like I need some more darks. Oh, I have that right there in the corner. Okay, that looks good. Maybe we'll swap those two. There, I like that. Okay, 2 full rows of pinks. Then we have 1 half square, like that. And then same on the other side. We'll do that one there. Cute pink. And then fill in between. Let's put a dark over there. We need a dark on this half. There's a lot of lights going on right there, huh? Put those there. Oh my gosh, this thing is ginormous. 2 pink stripes. Okay, then we have background, half square triangle, and then 2 in the middle. Hello, cute bees. Let's see, what other one do I have 2 of? Okay. Fill in the middle. Let's do that one. And a light. Let's see, you know what, we're gonna do that raspberry. I like that raspberry red there. Okay, then 2 backgrounds. And then 2 more colors. Let's do a light one. What light color can we stick in there? We'll just do the solid. Kind of looks, that looks white. It's not, but it looks like it. Okay, there's kind of a peachy color. Oh, those should be half square triangles. I'm like, that kind of looks funny. Because it is. Okay, half square triangle. And which one haven't I used yet in our batch here? Because I should have 2 of each, right? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That one. I haven't used that one. Very cute. That's ginormous. This is a big block. I mean, obviously they're all 3-inch squares, so I mean we're gonna condense a little down to 2.5, but that's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, so now here comes the big job, and we just get to sew all of these together. But I will trim my half square triangles real fast. That way that does not throw off anything as we're putting together. Got my ruler with the diagonal let's do this. Okay, we did it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this one's gonna take a little bit longer because we have so many squares to sew together. But now that I'm at this point, I'm like staring at all these squares and I'm like, oh, I have to sew all those together. The reality. Okay, so I'm just gonna start working into these rows, one row at a time. Here we go. Okay, there's 2. So now each row is in 3 sections. And I'm sorry that I whined because it took me maybe like 5 minutes to put all those together. I have to stop whining so much. Okay, now I'm just gonna go through and start assembling each row. So, well, maybe we'll do a dry fit so you can see. And probably for me too, so that I don't get confused along the way. There we go. So now we can kind of see. Now I'm going to put these 2 pieces together. Okay, I'm going to leave all of those stuck together. And then I'm just going to add the last piece on. They'll all stay in order that way. Okay, so there are all of our strips, and now I get to cut both of those seams. I'm pretty sure this is called webbing, I think. But I think lots of people, if they're doing webbing, will then just sew their rows. They'll keep all their rows together. Let's see if we can get these laid out just a little bit better. Okay. You can literally just fold over and sew, and all of your pieces will, does that make sense? So you just fold the one down and then you work your way down the webbing. So we could give that a go. But I think I want to iron because I like ironing. Let's just give one row a try and we'll see how that works out, okay? But I will say, even though we're not ironing, we're still going to put those seams opposite directions. Okay, so let's stick with our webbing and see if we can do this. I've never actually tried this. We're experimenting here. And I'm for sure a creature of habit, so the fact that I'm not ironing is like, what are we doing? Let's give it a try. Okay, let's take a look. Moment of truth here. That actually wasn't that bad. I don't know where all this thread is coming from here though. Okay. Oh, shoot! That was actually really cool. Look at us, we're doing hard things. Cool. Okay, you know what? We're going to let this ride. We're going to do this all the way down the block. So like I said, this is my first time ever trying it. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to iron this when we're done, but we're going to keep using this webbing. This is working. Who knew? That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I feel like one of the professional quilters now. Have you ever watched that? All those, I like follow a lot of quilting accounts on Instagram. I know, that's a real surprise, isn't it? But all the time I see them do it this way and I think, man, that looks cumbersome. And I feel uncomfortable with it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I keep getting in my way. But I think it's mostly just because this is literally my first time trying. But I actually really like this method. Have you tried this before with the webbing? You'll have to let me know if you have. Because I feel like my eyes have been opened. This is cool. Okay. That was so cool. That was so cool. I was thinking though, I probably should not be trying something for the very first time on a video. I should at least practice it first. But I'm actually really glad that I did because I'm really proud of myself. Turns out I can just wing it sometimes and make it happen. Okay, let's go iron this. That webbing concept was awesome. Everything was already in place. Whoa, I did it! Oh my gosh, it worked. Look how cute that turned out. I love how scrappy it is. And I love that it's all of my bits. And as I was ironing it, I looked at each of these fabrics and I remember what I've used them for. And so that's kind of like a scrappy quilt, like use the rest of what we've got. But I love that I know what I've used each of these fabrics for. So that's pretty cool. It's like a little memory quilt too. So here's what I've learned. Number one, I can branch out and I will be okay. So every once in a while I should try. And the second thing I learned when I was sewing these, you see we've got like a swirly seam situation going on here. I should have alternated the way that I nested. And thinking about it now, it's like, well, yeah. So some of our seams are a little swirly back here, but it's a-okay because it'll lay down flat. But for next time, I will remember. So on my next webbing experience, which I think will be these hearts, I'm going to try that on all of my colors. I just need to make sure that I alternate which direction I nest that seam. Guys. Oh, I'm so proud of this. This is super cute. So really easy concept, really easy assembly, a little bit time consuming just because there's a lot of different pieces. Probably took me the longest to cut out all the squares, but I am quite pleased with how she turned out. And I can't wait to get some more colors going in there. So until next time, friends, bye.